Hi Bush Bears, how are you? This is Miss Contreras. I am so happy to see that you're home and safe and that you're taking care of yourself and reading great books at home. Today we're going to be reading a nonfiction text, and a nonfiction text is a book that has real information. And so I wonder if you like those. What's your favorite kind, right? So nonfiction texts, something important about them is that they help us learn because they give us new information. So nonfiction texts, sometimes people call them informational texts because they help you learn. And sometimes they teach you things that you didn't know before. So some new things. They also have something called a central idea, meaning like a main idea. And the main idea or the central idea tells us what the book was about. It tells us what the text is about. So, another clue, and another text feature that tells you that you are reading a nonfiction text, not a fantasy one, is the fact that you can see some text features. If you see text features in that book, then this tells you you're not reading a fantasy book. You are reading a real book. This is an informational book. It's going to give you some real information. For example, it's going to show you this one. I know it's in Spanish, but you can clearly see this is going to be a nonfiction text because it has a real photograph of an animal on the front cover. Some things that will help you is it has a table of contents. So as soon as you open it, you will see the table of contents. Then you'll see some headings and a glossary, which gives you the definition of some important words in the back of the book. You might also see a diagram with labels that gives you the parts of that animal or parts of that topic that they're talking about. And you might see some captions. So some of these text features, if you see them, this is a hint. It lets you know, oh, this is not a book about fantasy. It's not going to tell me a story. This is going to give me some information. I'm going to learn today. So the book that we're going to be looking at today is not a book that I can grab like this. It is an ebook. And I wanted to show you how to use MyOn. MyOn is a digital library, and it's free for us to use right now since we're learning from home. So you can find that if you go to the Laura Bush library page and you click on the tab that says Distance Learning. If you click on that Distance Learning tab, you're going to see these resources, this whole list of resources right here. These are all things that you can use to find some great books. And this is the one I'm going to be showing you today. It's called MyOn. And it tells you here what you need in order to access. It says for the school name, you're just going to type read at home. For the username and password, it's right there. It says read now. And the password is MyOn. So we're going to click on that so I can walk you through the steps. There you go. And it opens up to MyOn. And notice I already put read at home for the school name. And then right here, we were supposed to type read now. So READNOW, read now. And then here we're supposed to type MyOn. And then sign in. Once we sign in, you're able to look through all of their books. They have 6,449 books on here that you can select and you can read. But I'm going to browse and search. And I'm going to type on the search bar, I'm going to type caterpillar. Because our book today, our text that I want to share with you is about caterpillars. And caterpillars, see? It has one book about caterpillars. It tells you information about the book right here. What is the reading level? If you want to look through all that. And then you click read. And it will open the book for you. And then you say start the book, and it will start the book. And all you have to do is click on the arrows to switch the pages. So this is what our central idea is going to be today. Our main idea or central idea is going to be about caterpillars. And I have a caterpillar friend here today. And I'm going to show you, these are his eyes. This is his mouth. And caterpillars, they don't have a nose, so they have little holes on their body that help them breathe. But they do have feet, so you can see their little feet on the bottom. They're sticky, so that way they can hold on to the leaves and the branches. And then they're ready to transform. They're going to eat, and get bigger and bigger and bigger, and they'll transform. And we'll see what my friend here will transform into at the end, because they can either transform into a moth or a or a butterfly. So we will see what my friend here turns into at the end of this video. All right, so let's read our text, and it is about caterpillars, and it's a rhyme along, so that means you're going to see some rhyming words. All right, so we're going to click on the arrow and turn the page, and here we go. It says, let's search. Have you ever seen a caterpillar searching for something to munch? They love to eat anything green, but a leaf is their favorite lunch. Yum! You can spot caterpillars on tree branches, crawling here and there. Especially in the springtime, you'll see them everywhere. I've seen them everywhere. Some caterpillars have stripes to help them hide in the day. Others have spots all over to keep danger far away. Some caterpillars are covered in fuzz, and some are coated in goo. All caterpillars are different, just like me and you. All caterpillars have 6 real legs, but it looks like they have more. They use their legs to climb and grip and crawl across the floor. So the first 6 legs that they have, so the 2 front ones and the 4 that they have here, the first 6 sets they're going to keep those legs. So they're going to be the butterfly's legs or the moth legs when he's done growing. But the back ones are not going to be used anymore after that. A caterpillar has a big, strong jaw, which it uses to chomp on plants. How many leaves can a caterpillar eat? What about a whole branch? They eat so much. Caterpillars are only baby insects. They aren't fully grown. Caterpillars change into moths or butterflies. Then they fly off on their own. This is a moth, and this is a butterfly. And guess what? That is a label. It's giving you the picture of the moth, and it's giving you a label. And then over here it gives you the picture of the butterfly, and it gives you a label. This is a text feature. Before caterpillars can learn to fly, they have lots of work to do. They make a cocoon to hang out inside, and then they change into something new. See? You see the cycle here? You have caterpillar, then it grows and grows. It turns into a cocoon, and then it starts to change and it hangs on to a branch, and its last phase is going to be butterfly. But before they're a caterpillar, they start out as a little egg. So the mama butterfly lays her eggs on the leaf, and that's where it begins. So the caterpillar will crawl out of the egg, and that's the first thing they eat. They eat their egg first, then they start eating the leaves. Moth wings are dull in grays and browns. Butterfly wings are bright. If you spot them flying by, they're a delightful sight. And some butterflies use different colors so that they can hide, or so that they can scare off the animals and they won't eat them. So this is a Counting Caterpillars activity that we have at the end of our book. But I just wanted to tell you guys that there's a lot of books here on MyOn. And when you're done reading, when you go all the way to the end, it's going to say, well done, you finished reading the book. What would you like to say? So you click where it says, I have finished the book. And then it's going to say, oh, well, what did you think of the book? Did you think that it was a great book? If you think it's a great book, give it some stars. And then you can write a review saying great book or something where you recommend this to somebody else. And then you're going to save your review. And that tells them that this was a helpful book and that you really learned something about it. So you can search on here and keep finding more. You just go back to the home page and you'll see there was so many books in here to choose from. 6,449 to be exact. So you have plenty of books that you can choose from. And let's see what my friend, the caterpillar, is going to transform into today. It's going to start changing. Of course, it would change into a pupa or a chrysalis or a cocoon. But then at the very end, it turns into a beautiful butterfly. What did you guys think of my beautiful butterfly? Isn't she beautiful? And then she has her antennas. You see her antennas? And you see her eyes. And then she has her little body and she has her wings. Isn't she beautiful? All right, guys, I hope you learned today. We had a very interesting book to share today. It was a nonfiction text, and we saw lots of text features. My favorite was the diagrams with the labels that tells me what I'm looking at. That's very helpful. And the boldface type and the captions. But keep reading some more books. I hope you find some more on MyOn or on Capstone Interactive, whatever it is that you're looking for books on. And I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.